particularly where you can just turn it on and flip that switch?
Well, I guess there goes a pregame speech about winning the first quarter and being up at halftime. So let's continue to let them outplay us in the first half and then settle into the game. That's a character win. Obviously, the way they started the game, first time out, I told that group, that's exactly what I expected. They came out gangbusters, and they played great, had us on our heels, and the crowd was into it. And Nikola got in foul trouble, so we tried a lot of different things. We double-teamed, we zoned, we did whatever we could to get to halftime. And that second quarter, I thought, was really important to hold them to 20 points and to get back in the game. And the second half, Michael Porter tonight, we had 4 guys with 20, right? Michael's 20 and 10, Jamal 22, 9 and 5, Joker another almost triple-double, and I thought Aaron Gordon was just incredible tonight, 29 and 15. And then, game 4, closeout game, is always the toughest game in this business, and there's a lot of things we can improve upon. We gave up 70 in the paint tonight. We gave up 25 in transition. And but our guys believe. There's unbelievable confidence, and the scary thing for me is I think we can play so much better.
Michael, felt like Aaron was really instrumental, especially in that stretch of the first half where he was playing the 5, backup 5, while some of the other bench guys were getting going. I guess, do you ask different things of him when he's in that second unit than you do when he's starting? Yeah,
obviously when he's out there as our 5 with Jamal, and whether it's Christian, Peyton, Justin, Michael, whoever else is out there, but we need him to be a playmaker, a scorer, a roller, a defender, a rebounder, kind of be the anchor of that unit, and kind of like what Nikola does when he's out there with whatever unit he's on the floor with. But yeah, I just felt a lot of guys stepped up tonight, but you go 12 of 18 from the field, 5 of 6 from the foul line, and 29 and 15 in 41 minutes. We asked a lot of Aaron Gordon tonight, and he came through all the way. So I'm really impressed with Aaron's effort and his ability to go out there and play the game at such a high level across the board.
Michael, it seems like MPJ has been really steady and consistent in this series, not even just from a shooting perspective, but he has a sequence in the third today where he has back-to-back assists to Aaron in the dunker. What are you kind of seeing from him from a well-rounded offense standpoint? So.
Yeah, just building off what we saw last year, to be honest. I thought Michael was really, in that fourth quarter, you're waiting for them to make their run. And I thought Michael had some really timely shots. It was 20 points, 10 of those came in the fourth quarter. And as you mentioned, I thought his 3 assists were impressive passes. He had a game here last year in the Western Conference Finals where I think he had 6 assists. And, so Michael's grown, man. He's not just a jump shooter. He's a guy that can impact winning with his offense, with his defense, and that's been great to see him grow like that.
Second row. When you guys, obviously you had to withstand an emotional surge. You got down double digits. But to be within 4 at halftime, playing at the level that you guys played and playing at the level that the Lakers played, I know as a coach you can never feel good about anything, but relative to how to play in the first half, did you kind of feel good about where you were at halftime?
Oh, I love the fact we were only down by 4. That start of the game was, they came out playing very well. We fueled their break with turnovers, and they had all the momentum. And then when Nikola gets in foul trouble, I'm sure everybody thinks I'm going to take him out. Well, we can't afford to take Nikola out. So we switched up the matchups, and we got him on somebody not named Anthony Davis. And then we went zone just to keep him out of foul trouble, not get him his 3rd. So being down 4, Nikola not getting his 3rd foul in the first half, those were 2 big wins. And now you go into halftime understanding, okay, let's get back to playing our brand of basketball. And again, there's so many things that we can clean up, but as I learned from my father, I love cleaning things up after a win instead of a loss.
Rachel?
Obviously, some roster changes. What would you say is sort of the distinction between this year's playoff squad versus last year?
I would say there's a confidence that comes with being a champion. There's a confidence with our starting 5, Christian Brown, who played last year. And as much as, you miss guys like Jeff Green and Bruce Brown and Ish Smith, we have confidence in Christian and Peyton and Reggie Jackson. But that starting group, man, they've been through a lot of wars, and they're battle-tested. And every time we get down, we don't panic. We stay the course, and we find a way to get back in the game. And the crazy thing is, it's another game we were spotted a 12-point lead, and we come back and win. And I hope that's not going to be the same come Saturday in Game 4. But winning a championship has brought that group tremendous confidence, not only in themselves but in the collective.
You just mentioned Reggie, pretty serious, looked like ankle sprain when he came down off that rebound. You won't know, you got 48 hours before you got to play again, but will you guys get together and say, okay, if he can't, we're going to do X, Y, Z, or we're going to try A, B, C. Will that happen over the next few hours?
Probably both A, B, C, and X, Y, Z. I don't know if you want to throw any more letters in there in that alphabet, but no. The funny thing is, Scott, there was a chance that Reggie didn't even play tonight. He was sick, was not feeling very well. So we kind of had that conversation this afternoon going into the game. If Reggie's unable to go, what can we look to do? And now the same thing's going to happen. We'll see how his ankle responds to treatment in the next 48 hours. And, if he's not able to go, obviously we'll have to find somebody to go out there and spell Jamal. And we've used Christian Brown before, and we've played with Nicola and Aaron being a kind of point center and point forward. So we'll have ample options if Reggie's not able to go, but hopefully he can. He's an important part of it.
And Michael, to your point that even with how impressive the group has played, that they can even take this to a greater level beyond strong starts, what does that look like to you?
Well, tonight was the first game where I didn't think our defense was close to being where it really needed to be. Granted, neither team could make a shot. We were 5 for 28 from 3, and they were 5 for 27. So that was not a pretty game shooting display to watch. But we gave up 70 in the paint and 25 in transition. And prior to tonight, we've done a great job in both of those areas. So if you want to try to close this team out, we know that they have to get out and run and attack and have us on our heels. We just have to find a way to not allow that to happen. First time in the series that we had 13 turnovers, 20 points. Game 1 and 2 in Denver, we had 9 and 6, and we did not beat ourselves. And tonight we had too many times where that was the case. But there's always room for improvement. We're never satisfied. We're always going to push the envelope and find ways for the individual and the collective to be as effective and efficient as possible.